Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of Construction Week's Expert Interviews. As part of this series, we sit down virtually with experts from the construction and real estate industry to discuss pertinent topics that are impacting the region. Today, I'm joined by Atif Rahman, Director and Partner at Danube Properties. Thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with us today, Atif.
Thank you so much for having me on your show, Disha. It's always a pleasure.
So, Atif, Danube Properties, of course, has reported an increased employee headcount of more than 31% in the first half of the year. And, while that's very refreshing to note, I'd like to ask you what you think is the key to driving a sustainable business in the real estate sector, especially given the current scenario.
See, it's very simple, Disha. It's like I use this analogy. Like if I'm sick, I will not want to lose my limbs or lose my body parts. I would want to keep them healthy, keep them strong. And similar is the situation. If the market is sluggish, market is struggling, then you need to be strong as a company. And the real strength of any organization is the manpower, the workforce. And I strongly believe that if the market is sluggish, number one, you need to be stronger as an organization. For that, I need more people, more workforce, number one. And number two, I think it always is a case that when the market is slow, when the market is sluggish, and like in the current scenario of pandemic, it does offer some unique opportunities, because the opportunities will be less, but competition will be even lesser. And hence we need to grab them with both the hands, and I need more hands. And that's why we continue to grow and we continue to expand. And I agree with you. It's a great positive thing to have more people working with us, giving us ability to expand more and do more as an organization. Yeah.
Right. That's very well said. And, of course, as we understand, Danube has always placed central focus on affordable housing. Now, how would you say that, Danube's current affordable housing plan plays out in, say, a COVID-19 impacted market?
I mean, there's not much of change in terms of the real estate itself that we are developing, because there will be some seasonal temporary trends that will develop out of it. But when you talk about a larger impact on the real estate that we are developing, the assets that we are developing, I don't think that is going to see a phenomenal change. Yes, as I said, there will be some seasonal drift, some temporary drift that will be experienced, while people might find it more affordable to move into a villa in comparison to an apartment. Or if someone was living in a studio apartment, will move into one bedroom apartment. Very interestingly, let me share with you, like it was something unique that we experienced. You know that we completed resorts recently and we started the handover of the property. In fact, we did not stop business operation for a single day, for a single minute during the lockdown as well. We were remotely operating the entire business and everyone was connected, and we found a new way of digitally handing over the properties, and I think till you are committed to delivering good real estate, you are a consumer sensitive company, market up and down will not have a huge impact on your business.
Wonderful. And, I think like we discussed affordable housing, I think what works well is that affordable housing works well in the current market as well. And maybe you'd agree with me on that because, people are not looking to spend as much. And that's where this just works out brilliantly, right?
Disha, I think affordability works in every market situation because, right. Interestingly, when the market is booming, you are actually affected by the cost inflation, which is not the case when the market is sluggish. So affordability is less of a concern right now, and good real estate is a priority for the consumers. Yes, if the market was booming, then affordability factor would take over the real estate values. But right now, I think the consumer is more focused on acquiring good real estate, a good real estate asset where they can see their family living happily, enjoying the amenities over there. It has got all the conveniences from the location to the quality of construction to the quality of finish, the lifestyle it offers. So I think it is a case of people looking for a better bargain. Better bargain does not mean that people want to spend less. They want to spend the equal amount, but they want a better quality right now. And that is one area where we have been really fortunate as a business. We're very committed in developing some good real estate. So we continue to see a spike in our sales.
Wonderful. That's great. And I think you mentioned good real estate and real estate value. So moving on, would you say that Dubai's real estate market suffers from, or rather continues to suffer from oversupply? And how do you think that can be tackled?
See, Disha, I've always said this, oversupply is one risk that will loom every year, every month across the world, because there is no one who can really come and give a prediction that this will be the demand and this is how much you should build, because it's not something you are manufacturing in a factory within a matter of 1, 2 or 3 days time. Real estate takes time to develop. The communities, the infrastructure, it takes time to construct, and there is no way you can establish the perfect equilibrium between demand and supply. So if you're building a good real estate, you don't have to worry about the oversupply. If you have invested as a consumer into a good real estate, you don't have to worry about the oversupply, because people will move. When there is oversupply, then people will move average class property into the better property. And if you have a good property, there will never be oversupply of good property.
That's very well said. Lastly, I'd like to ask you, what is Danube Properties' focus for the rest of the year?
We are working on something very interesting towards the end of the year. We might be launching something very interesting for the market. And like I've said, if your product is good at the right price, there is a market regardless of the market situation.
Right.
So I mean, we have remained consolidated, we continue to grow, and we would want to add some more inventory to our portfolio by the year end.
Right. It sounds like an exciting year for Danube. I wish you all the luck, Atif. Thank you very much for your insights. You made some very relevant points, and it was wonderful having you chat with us. Thank you very much for watching. That was all for this episode, but we will be back soon. Until then, like, share, comment, you know the drill. And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to Construction Week's YouTube channel for more such content. Until next time, goodbye.